Google Arts and Culture provides the art coloring book experiment, and it makes a great brain break for your students. There are many options for the artwork that students might want to recolor using digital tools. And so they can scroll through and see the different options. And then when they see the one they want to do, they can click on it and they'll get a line drawing of that famous artwork. They can go ahead and select colors. Now, the color palette will vary from the different artworks that they select, and also it does different things depending on the area of the painting they select. So if I choose to put that color there, then it's coming in very much naturally that color. If I were to select blue and come up here, in this particular painting, it's staying very true to the color because this was a more modern block-like work of art. But in others, it will actually change the tone of the color. So I was coloring the Egyptian one, and the chairs I selected yellow for, but they came in a very gold color. So you'll notice sometimes there'll be a pattern or a change in the tone of the color that you select. Now, as your students are working, you'll want to let them know that if they want to see the original piece of artwork again, they can select the icon to the furthest left at the bottom, and they can go back and they can see what the original artist did. And if they click back on that artwork, their choices will still be there and they can continue working. If they have tiny areas that they need to get into, they can zoom in with the plus, making it easier to possibly color that pupil in without getting it in the wrong location. And so the zoom in and zoom out will work. This will go full screen. Next to where they can go back to the original artwork is an opportunity to see the name of the painting, who created it, and where it is housed. They can also click that Learn More button and be taken to information that will give them more insight into what that artwork is all about. Next to it is a choice where you can click on adding in a grayscale background. So some students may want to paint only certain areas of the painting and keep this background in grayscale like this. You can still paint when you are in that view, just a different way of looking at it. You can also turn off the outline. So it might be a little bit difficult, but if you look at the outline of this face here, and then I turn the line back on, you'll see that it's just a little bit crisper. And if I go back to not having that background show, and I turn off the outline, then you'll see that all those lines disappear. And this might be a fun way for students to kind of create their own design by just coloring in certain items and then turning off the outline. Over here is the undo button, the clear the entire painting, download it, share it with a link, and those are the main tools for having fun with Google Art Coloring Book.